Hello everyone, welcome you all to the fourth edition of The Ant Wants to Know. Today we have with us Abhishek, who is the Chief Business Officer of the Media Ant. And Abhishek, welcome to The Ant Wants to Know, our exclusive interview session, and we are delighted to have you.
Thank you, Shobna.
And so, coming straight to the topic for today, we all know that IPL has become a household name, and with the growing viewership of FIFA last year, sports has become a buzzing word, and the business numbers are also showing it. However, the sports realm has still not been tried and tested by a lot of brands. So there's a myth that sports advertising is for big brands. Is this correct?
So, first of all, I want to say that there's a big myth that sports requires big money and it's expensive. So, what we are seeing in the last few years is a democratization of sports also on both the demand and supply side, right? So, let's first talk about the demand side. So, earlier, sport used to be TV consumption mainly, right? Now, we are seeing digital is actually almost rivaling the TV viewership. So, if I take IPL this year, we saw the digital viewership almost equaling or improving on top of the linear TV viewership, right? And digital numbers are almost touching 500 million reach now for an event like IPL. So what is obviously happening because of the digital consumption of sports is the power of fragmentation as well as segmentation, right? So fragmentation in the sense that not just large but many mid to small ticket spends can also come on board, right? So this year IPL, for example, we had total 800 advertisers from a range from starting at few lakhs to upwards of crores of cost. But every advertiser was happy because there was something for each one of them. So yes, this is definitely a myth. Sports, I believe, is on both the demand side for all consumers at their fingertips as well as for all kinds of advertisers.
Okay, so coming a little bit on the number side, so advertisers on TV for IPL 2023 had dropped by around 43%. So, has digital advertising in live sports opened new avenues for small and medium sized businesses?
Absolutely. I think with digital coming on board, the biggest advent of targeting has come on board, right? So, digital has taught advertisers the power of ROI driven advertising. And in that, what they get to know is exactly their context of TG. Rather than going mass media, pan India, focus to your cohort. Today, we have advertisers who have the choice of up to 75 levels of custom cohorts that they can look at, right, on live match, which is unparalleled. So obviously because of these kind of features, plus we are also looking at how formats are developing. So earlier it was large screen. Now we have a mix of formats. So you have a mobile, you have of course desktop, and now we have connected TV also coming on. So there are so many formats and so many cohort options of customization that clearly digital advertisers will keep rising at the cost of TV perhaps.
Okay, so since it is becoming a trend, so do you think if a brand is looking to advertise on sports, there are some check boxes that they need to tick?
Yes, I would say first of all, you must understand what happens on sport, right? Like let's say when you and I also when we are consuming sports content, we are far more engaged. Our own data shows up to 2x to 3x higher brand lift for the same brand on sports versus normal GEC or entertainment content. Because in sports, the consumer is live and he's completely clued into the content because there could be a result at any given point of time, right? So it's a great way to build top of the funnel brand messaging story, right? Secondly, it also helps you build trust because you see a lot of brands, they also have sports people as their endorsers and they also deliver messaging around trust and performance, right? Which is what sports does. So my one advice to advertisers would be rather than having a one size fits all, when it comes to sports, you should be very clear on what does the platform and the content give you as advantages and fine tune your marketing deliverables according to that.
Okay, that is actually something to think about, and I'm pretty sure advertisers will also think about this. So, coming to our last question, like, can small, medium-sized businesses hit the bullseye with sports advertising.
Absolutely. See, today, when I look at the sports media industry, it's 20,000 crores, right? In that, of course, media will be the largest, but in that, digital is overtaking TV.
Yeah.
And with digital, how we saw with the Google Meta revolution, the same thing is going to happen on OTTs now. Apart from that, beyond cricket, you are seeing new sports coming up. Like Kabaddi is a big one already. We also see ISL, which is the homegrown football league, right? Also, there are multiple ways of engaging. Rather than just being, let's say, on air, you can even be associating on ground.
Okay.
There are multiple ways of associating today with teams on ground. So I think the best part today is there's a lot of customization. The kind of hyper customization and localization that we are seeing of advertisers is very exciting. So there's a lot that we see happening for SMEs, and it's a great way to build your brand. So I would definitely encourage more SMEs. Like, we are seeing our own clients who are seeing very good returns on the monies they are parking, and we are seeing much more traction on sports than it used to be earlier. So another thing in sports that we are seeing, especially among SME and growing challenger brands, is the mix of industry. Earlier, sports used to be a lot about obviously FMCG and automobile, right? But now we are seeing a very good mix from, let's say, fashion and retail, emerging D2C challenger brands, education, of course, fantasy gaming. So there are many sunrise industries also that are coming on board, and clearly with a challenger mindset, there's a lot that SMEs can do also from these new growing sectors as well.
Okay. Thank you so much, Abhishek. I mean, this interview, I'm pretty sure it will definitely help brands and advertisers make a decision whether to, and like, definitely go for sports advertising. Stay tuned with us for more such discussions, and do not forget to follow us on LinkedIn and Instagram. Signing off, the media and empowering all to advertise.